Have you ever stopped to think about what really goes on in a Shih Tzu's day when you're not looking? That cute little scene of them sleeping on the couch is just the beginning of a routine full of secrets, quirks, and behaviors that will truly surprise you. And yes, some of these will make you laugh out loud, while others might even touch your heart. Before we dive into this furry journey, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell, because this is the place for people who really want to understand the canine world. And one important warning, don't skip this video, because at the end I'm going to reveal an unexpected behavior Shih Tzus have that almost no one knows about, but it explains a lot about how they emotionally connect with us. It's something most dog parents only notice after a long time together, and it might completely change how you see your little companion. So grab a coffee, call your dog to watch with you, and come discover how the day begins for this fluffy one who might seem harmless, but hides more personality than a lot of people. And don't be fooled, every part of their routine holds a curious, funny, or completely out-of-the-box story. In just a second, you'll see how he wakes up, and spoiler alert, not every day starts with a good mood. Get ready for a series of surprising behaviors only those who live with a Shih Tzu will recognize. And those who don't, will want to. The day has barely started and the Shih Tzu is already proving that he's a creature of strong personality. While most dogs jump up in excitement when they wake, he simply ignores it. Depending on his mood, he might glance at you with a face that says, 5 more minutes please, and stay wrapped in his blanket. If it's raining outside, forget it. He'll turn the other way and pretend he didn't hear a thing. But don't be fooled, he knows exactly what's going on. And if he senses that you're way too cheerful in the morning, he'll make a point of showing his disapproval. With a dramatic yawn and dragging paws, he'll walk to the door just to fake that he's joining your rhythm, and head right back to bed the next second. That's when it hits you, living with a Shih Tzu means dealing with a little soul who has a mind of their own. Still, there are days when he wakes up suddenly, bursting with energy you can't even explain. He runs through the house, grabs a toy, barks at the mirror. But the truth is, this freestyle way of waking up already sets the stage for what comes next. Because when it's mealtime, the Shih Tzu shifts into another mode entirely, the strategist. And believe me, he's got very specific, and sometimes even manipulative methods to decide whether he'll eat or not. Keep watching, because what he does with his food bowl looks like something straight out of a spy movie. You'll see what I mean in just a moment. You pour the kibble into his bowl with so much love, thinking he'll come running excitedly. But the Shih Tzu stops, sniffs it, looks at you, and sometimes even walks away. It's almost like he's saying, "This? Seriously?" And then begins a silent game of manipulation. He pretends to be uninterested, you start to feel bad, and there it is, you give in to the shredded chicken. And once again, he wins. The Shih Tzu is a master at testing you. And if he's already figured out that you give in easily, he'll play this game every single day. Some circle around the bowl like they're analyzing a piece of art. Others simply lie down next to the food, waiting for it to magically turn into something tastier. But here's an interesting twist. If another dog gets too close, he'll gobble it all up, just so he doesn't have to share. Pure intelligence disguised as cuteness. And that's not even the most fascinating part. Because after this little morning battle, he moves on to one of the most iconic moments of the day, the beauty ritual. That moment when the Shih Tzu transforms into either a pet shop model, or in some cases, a total drama queen. And if you think it's just a matter of brushing and done, that's only because you've never seen the theatrical performance that follows. Brush, towel, and shampoo become props in a canine drama you need to witness with your own eyes. The beauty hour arrives, and with it, the most dramatic performance of the day. You pick up the brush, and he's already watching you with suspicion. Sometimes he runs, other times he stands still, but with an expression that says it all. Are you really going to do this to me right now? And when bath time enters the scene, that's when the show truly begins. He resists, tries to escape, hides in the most unlikely corners. And when he finally surrenders, you get that moment of silent suffering, that soap opera-worthy look of pure betrayal. But the moment the water touches his fur, he starts to relax. And when the scented shampoo comes in, he suddenly seems to remember that he actually likes it. The whole scene changes. He gives in, closes his eyes, and even lets out a sigh. It's almost therapeutic. Now, when it's time to dry off, he gets wild, shakes everything, runs through the house like he's just been released from prison. And in the end, when his fur is brushed and gleaming, he walks with the confidence of someone who knows they look fabulous. The most curious thing is that this vanity isn't just about appearance. It changes his mood. Once clean, the Shih Tzu feels invincible, confident, even more sociable. And that's when the desire to go out, explore the world, and show the neighborhood how stunning he looks kicks in. But the walk is never simple. Get ready for the most investigative moment of the day, where every leaf on the ground can become a secret clue in a canine crime mystery. Yes, it's time for the walk, and from here on out, nothing will be quick or predictable. The walk starts with excitement. You grab the leash, and he runs happily to the door. It looks like it's going to be one of those peaceful moments. But don't be fooled. As soon as he steps outside, the Shih Tzu transforms into a detective. Every leaf on the ground, every rock or trace of another dog becomes a reason to stop. He sniffs with ridiculous focus, as if decoding a mystery. You try to gently tug the leash, but he locks his paws and gives you that look that says, "Just one more second, please." And that second turns into 2 minutes, then 5. All that just to finally decide to pee. In the exact same spot he always uses. Some days he doesn't even want to walk. He wants to strut. He walks slowly, shows off, acts like he's being watched. When other dogs pass by, he observes, judges, sometimes barks, but only if he feels he has the upper paw. And if it rains? Then forget it. Moisture and Shih Tzus just don't mix. He freezes at the door and gives you a look that says, "Don't even think about it." But if the weather's nice, he enjoys every second. The funny thing is, when he comes back home, he always seems more grounded. The walk burns energy, sure, but it also feeds that curious mind full of stimuli. And in this mood, he starts looking for something else, playtime. But in his own way, at his own pace, and with his own rules. Get ready for the most unpredictable part of the day. Shih Tzu playtime doesn't follow any clear logic. Sometimes he's just lying there, seemingly with no intention to move. And suddenly, out of nowhere, he goes into full explosion mode. He runs in circles, jumps, grabs a toy, and invites you with a look. But don't be fooled, he's picky. You might throw the ball, and he'll run after it. But stop halfway, look at you, and come back without it. It's like he's saying, "I'll fetch it, but only if I feel like it." A random bottle cap? That might become his favorite toy of the day. That expensive toy you bought? Totally ignored. He picks his own challenges and plays however he pleases. And there's more. Some moments are so random you start wondering if he's seeing something you're not. He runs alone, barks at nothing, suddenly stops and lies down like nothing happened. That's what makes the Shih Tzu so entertaining. He surprises you even during play. But after all this excitement, comes a sudden crash. Like someone flipped a switch and his battery died all at once. That's when the calmest, yet equally captivating part of the day begins, nap time. But not just any nap. Watch how he turns any corner into a spa-worthy retreat, and how this moment reveals much more about him than you might think. He doesn't just nap anywhere. He lies down wherever the mood strikes. It could be the middle of the rug, under a chair, or in positions that defy the laws of physics. And once sleep takes over, nothing interrupts him. He disconnects from the world and enters deep snore mode. The soft, barely there sound soon becomes the house's background music. And there he is, belly up, legs bent, ears flopped out. It's like the Shih Tzu instinctively knows what comfort truly is. And if you watch him long enough, you'll notice small twitches, paw movements, the famous dog dream. What's he dreaming about? Running? Playing? That piece of chicken from lunch? No one knows, but imagining it is half the fun. The peace he radiates is so strong that it often spreads through the whole house. Even stressed out humans end up relaxing just by watching. But here's the twist, even though he seems totally switched off, he always knows when you leave the room. The moment you walk away, he wakes up like a radar. Because behind that nap, there's something deeper, attachment. The Shih Tzu sleeps, yes, but never completely disconnected from you. And that brings us to one of the most emotional moments of the day, the one where he silently shows you how much he needs your presence. Get ready to understand just how much love he's capable of giving and expecting in return. It doesn't matter how much affection he got during the day, when this moment comes, the Shih Tzu goes into full-on clingy mode. He starts following you around the house, waits at the bathroom door, lies on the kitchen rug while you're making dinner, stands by the couch with that look that could melt even the toughest heart. He doesn't want toys or food. He wants you. This behavior, which may seem simply cute, actually reveals something much deeper, an emotional bond that few dogs develop with such intensity. He senses when you're sad. He picks up on your stress. And silently, he comes closer, presses his body against yours, and looks into your eyes. It's his way of saying, "I'm here." And if you return the affection, he closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, and simply stays. He doesn't need anything more than your presence. This is the moment when the Shih Tzu reveals who he truly is. Not just a companion, but a being that loves through presence, who expresses affection through nearly invisible details. That's why so many people become genuinely emotional living with this breed. But before the video ends, there's still one more thing I need to show you. A final behavior that most owners only notice after a long time. Stay with me until the very last second and discover what makes the Shih Tzu even more special than he seems. Now that you've followed an entire day with this little emotional master, it's easy to understand why the Shih Tzu is so much more than just a lapdog. He's observant, strategic, vain, playful, and above all, deeply emotional. And remember that mystery I promised at the very beginning? So pay close attention. Many owners only realize after months, or even years, that the Shih Tzu, even being spoiled and dramatic, starts to mirror their behavior. If you're calm, he's calm. If you're always stressed, he gets more agitated too. It's as if he molds himself to you without anyone noticing. This subtle connection makes the bond between you even more powerful. He becomes an emotional mirror of your daily life. And that's something very few people know, but once they realize it, they never see their Shih Tzu the same way again. Now I want to hear from you. What surprised you the most in this day full of little revelations? Leave a comment with the part that sounds most like your Shih Tzu, or what you'd love to see in the next videos. Oh, and don't forget, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and share this video with a fellow dog lover. I'll see you in the next episode, and get ready, because the world of Shih Tzus still has a lot more to reveal.